When people first come to Philadelphia, the first thing that should run through their mind is the classic Philadelphia cheesesteak. If you are new to Philadelphia, most people will tell you that Pat's King of Steaks or the competition Geno Steaks are the best cheesesteak places in Philadelphia. In my opinion, places with several bad health inspections should not be considered the best. Throughout my research, I have found over 10 bad health inspections in Geno Steaks and Pat's King of Steaks. Hello, my name is Kaitlyn and I'm here to help you find the best places for you to get a good Philadelphia cheesesteak. I found many articles on Pat's King of Steaks and its bad health inspections, but the best one was by Allison Berto, a digital producer for the Philadelphia Business Journal. In a surprise health inspection, she states that Pat's located at 1237 East Passyunk Ave, Philadelphia, PA 19147, had 11 health violations. These violations include a dirty knife, a mousetrapping, and buildup of biofilm in the ice machine. This is very unsanitary and is most likely not what you are looking for finding a good cheesesteak place. Right across the street from Pat's is its competition Geno Steaks at 1219 South 9th Street, Philadelphia, PA 19147. Once again, there were numerous articles on Geno's, but the best one was by Greg Anamontes, who is a supervising reporter for the New Jersey Advanced Media and also did a surprise health inspection. During the health inspection, he caught an employee who didn't even wash their hands. Maybe it was because they didn't have a sign posted telling them to do so. Some of the other health violations were mice droppings in the basement where the food was stored, and the owner even admitted that they did not properly clean off the ice machine. After doing this research, I want to know where people should really get their cheesesteaks from, so I asked people who lived in Philadelphia their whole life. They told me that they prefer cheesesteaks from their local cheesesteak place, and I agree. Now everyone has a different preference on how they like their cheesesteak. Some people like their meat cut very fine, and others like theirs chopped in chunks. People also prefer different cheeses over others, such as Swiss, provolone, and Swiss cheese. Me, on the other hand, I like a plain cheesesteak with American cheese and my meat cut fine. I also lived in South Philadelphia my whole life, so here are my top 5 local cheesesteak places in order: JC's Deli, King of Wings, Uncle Oogie's, Nick's Charcoal Pit, and Oregon Steaks. JC's Deli is a new place in South Philadelphia and used to be JR's Deli and is located at 2300 Cross Street, Philadelphia, PA 19145. The original place, JR's, had really good hoagies and cheesesteaks, but the owner decided to sell it. Since there was a new owner, the name changed to JC's, but other than that, I've heard that there were mostly the same things on the menu and that their cheesesteaks were really good. I decided to get one for myself, and it was the best cheesesteak I ever had. The meat is cut very fine, and there is an option of American, Swiss, and also Swiss cheese. I highly recommend for you to try a cheesesteak from JC's Deli. Next on my list is the King of Wings, located throughout the city, but the one I went to was at 2233 South Woodstock Street, Philadelphia, PA 19145. Although it's called the King of Wings, I think they could beat Pat's spot because the cheesesteaks are better. The meat is cut very fine, and the cheese options are only American and provolone cheese. The only thing I didn't like about the King of Wings steaks was that they were a little dry. But if you like your cheesesteaks without grease leaving a mark on the bag, then the King of Wings is perfect for you. Third on my list is Uncle Oogie's, which has 3 locations, but the one I went to was located at 2119 West Oregon Ave, Philadelphia, PA 19145. Uncle Oogie's cheesesteaks are really messy, but it's definitely worth it for their great flavor. The meat is chopped, but it isn't that thin, and the cheese is only one option, which is American cheese. Uncle Oogie's cheesesteaks are really good, but they are just a little too messy for me. But once you get past the mess, the flavor is really good. Then there's Nick's Charcoal Pit, located at 1242 Snyder Ave, Philadelphia, PA 19148. Nick's meat is different from the other places because they use filet mignon, which for the people I asked made Nick's their favorite, but for me made it hard to chew because the meat was cut in thick chunks. The two cheese options are American and provolone cheese. Even though the cheesesteak was hard for me to chew, the flavor was different and good. Last on my list, there's Oregon Steaks, located at 2654 South 10th Street, Philadelphia, PA 19148. Oregon Steaks meat is chopped in flat, thick slices, and the cheese options are American Whiz, mild provolone, and sharp provolone cheese. I really liked their cheesesteak, but the texture of their meat wasn't my favorite. On the other hand, they have an inside and outside seating section for the customers to sit and eat. I hope my list helped you find the best cheesesteak place for you, or at least help you realize what you were looking for in terms of cheese options, meat, the textures, and the way they are cut, and whether or not you like a messy cheesesteak. Thank you for listening to my podcast on cheesesteak places in Philadelphia.